cream makeup, the traditional liquid makeup, or the new sticks that you see out there. So let's get started. I will be showing you there are 7 different areas on the face that we'll be contouring today. Your forehead, eyebrows, eyeshadow for hooded eyes, your nose to contour to make it look slimmer, your lips, and then under the chin, and then of course contouring the cheekbone. All right, so go ahead and grab your contour color. And today I'm going to be using a brush. You can use your fingers also. And let's start with the forehead. Now, there's different ways you can apply this also. You can do a stripe, you can do the cheetah look with the dots. Okay, this side of the face I'll use the cheetah dots. Now, when we're contouring the cheeks, you want to make sure to feel your cheekbone and to go right underneath it, starting at the hairline, and then making sure that you do not come all the way down to the center of your cheek. You want to stop right where your eyebrows end, because the idea that we want is that we're lifting everything, right? We don't want to drag the face down. Then, if you want to contour your jawline, just bring that contour underneath, starting up near your earlobe, bringing that color underneath your chin. I mean, you can already see the difference, how it's defining my jawline. Now, for the nose, a lot of women are contouring their nose to make it look thinner. So to get that look, you're going to go right along that bone line. And then you can also put it right underneath the tip of your nose. Okay, so we will start with that. Then also what I want you to do is grab your foundation, the lightest color that you have, and we'll apply it around the eye area. Again, you can use your finger or your brush, bringing it on the outside, on the inside, and then right where you have any type of shadow or bags. Other side, same thing. And then right on the outside, you can also bring that right along your eyelid. Now, we want to highlight the middle part of our face. So starting right here, you're going to bring that down the center of your nose. Again, we're highlighting everything in the center of our face, bringing it down underneath the lip, and then on the chin. All right, so that is where we are highlighting our face. Next, I want you to grab your foundation. It should be a little bit shade darker, or your crayon, or your cream makeup, whichever you are using. And then the areas that we have not applied anything, this is where you're going to apply your foundation, your main color. All right, so then just following along. Now we're only applying it onto areas that we haven't applied any makeup. So this technique is a 1-layer makeup. Even if you have the traditional liquid makeup, I want to challenge you to apply this as one layer. I don't want you layering on top of each other, because what happens is that can look cakey and then it will make you look older. It will settle into your lines, and that's the look we are not trying to achieve. All right, so then above your eyebrows. Okay, so then the next step is to blend everything that we've already applied, starting with the lighter colors. And you'll want to make sure that you're using a brush that is thick and flat, or around the eyes that is a little bit rounded, that can get into the corners. So we'll start with the eye area, and we're going to blend. Now with a cream makeup, you're going to tap, and with your foundation or your stick, you'll use a different technique where you will be swiping. Little taps. Okay, blending that lighter color all around your eye, underneath, and then taking your thinner brush and blending that down the center of your nose, the center of your forehead, then the flat end, tapping, and now blending your main color, or I should say darker color. Make sure you are blending that with either your tapping motion or swiping, depending on which makeup you are using. Above the eyebrows. Okay, now we're going to blend the contour color, because this is darker. Starting with underneath your chin, gently tapping or swiping, again depending on which foundation you're using. And we're just creating that shadow. You can see the difference. Creating a slimmer look, or just giving you more definition. All right, so the nose, gently tapping and making sure that it is blending, because you don't want it to look like you have dirt on your face. That's not a pretty look. All right, so then contouring the cheekbone, bringing that up into the hairline. Tapping, blending. Again, we're keeping it right underneath where your eyebrow starts. We're keeping everything up and lifted. Now to contour your forehead, again, gently swiping, bringing that up into the hairline. And you can see how it's really giving a nice contour. It's not too much, but it's very, I just love this look and this technique. Okay, now I wear glasses and I tend to have that indentation, which I try to lighten it up because it does cast a shadow. So what you can do for that too is apply a powder on your glasses and also on your nose. All right, so let's move on to our eyebrows, our lips, and then our eyeshadow. Let's see. I'm going to be using this flat brush. And the way to measure your eyebrows, you're going to start right here. So from the bottom of your nostril up to the inner corner of your eye, right there, that is where it will begin. your eyebrow will begin. I'm tapping just a little bit into my contour so I can make a dot. Do it on the other side, same thing. Now, to create the arch, or to know where to put the arch, again, your pencil or your brush will be right along the bottom part of your nostril, and you're going to look into the mirror, straight into your iris, and that, make a dot. Let's see if I can do this. Looking, no, I can't. Got to look in the mirror. Okay, starting from the corner of your nostril, looking straight ahead through your iris, and then bringing that tip right here. That is where your arch will begin. Then for the corner of your eyebrow, we want to make sure we're not bringing it all the way down. Again, starting at the base corner of your nostril, and just measure from the outside of your iris, not the outside of your eyelid, okay? Because we want to keep everything up. If we come out to the corner, it's going to be too long. It will elongate everything and bring everything down. So bring that right there, and just a little dot. On the other side, same thing. All right. Now, this is a great technique to paint on your eyebrows. You only need a little bit, and I like to start underneath the eyebrow and just follow along your natural eyebrow. Okay. Let's do the other side. So that gives you your base, your pattern, where you're going to start. Then what I like to do is just flick up little hair strokes. And I'm not adding more product because I don't want it to look too dark. Bringing that over to that little point where I'm going to start my arch, and then bringing it down. Now, our eyebrows are not going to be twins. They're going to be sisters because they just don't look the same. On my left side of my eyebrows, I have to add a little bit more filler. Okay, now as you can see, I've gone a little bit too far, and I can take my finger and just wipe it off. Now let's go to the other side, and I'm just going to create brush strokes. Bring it up and then over to the end. Now this side looks a little bit thicker, so I'm going to make the left side match the right. Bring it up a little bit more, creating more of an arch. And bringing that down. Now, before we end, I will go in with my highlight color just to clean up the eyebrows, make them look a little bit more uniform. And there you have it, eyebrows. Next, for the eyeshadow, love this look. Again, using my brush. So for hooded eyes, we want to add the color up above, not into the crease, but we're bringing that color up, giving the illusion that we do have not the hooded look. Okay, so I'm going to bring that up above. Bring this down a little bit. There we go. Tapping it into the color. And the other side, again, just bringing it right down below the eyebrow. You can bring that down to the outer corner of your eye, and then also you can just bring it in a little bit to the center of your eyelid. I really do like using contours and bronzers as eyeshadows. They're very natural, pretty. All right. Then you can use your eyeshadow brush to blend little circles, blending it around, because we want to make sure we don't have that demarcation. This is a real pretty natural look for spring and summer. And if you want to add a little bit of color, you can add that to your eyelid. But today I'm just going to do a real natural look. Okay. And then you can also put a little bit underneath your eyes. Now, I usually do not use mascara underneath my eyes since I'm in my 60s. But what I like to do is add a little bit of eyeliner using the contour, or you can also use your eyeshadow, whichever you prefer, just to add a little bit more definition. Okay. Then if you've gone too far outside, if you're bringing that down, go ahead and use your highlight right here on the outside. Again, keeping everything lifted, blending it up. You can add a little bit more underneath. And hopefully you can see the difference. See how it's lifting it up? This side I've come out a little bit too far. So let me add some more brightener. Or in your case, this could be your concealer. And again, whichever product you're using, be it your liquid foundation, your cream foundation, or one of the sticks that are so popular right now. All right, one more area on the nose. You can put it underneath the tip of your nose. Give you that button look. Make sure you're blending. And now let's line the lips with your contour color. You can use a lip liner brush, bringing it underneath. And you don't need to line the whole lip. Just bring it halfway, not all the way up into the corners. And then right along the top, Cupid's bow. And making sure that you're not bringing it all the way to the corners, especially if you have lips that tend to droop or turn down. Make sure you're not bringing anything into the corners, okay? All right. Then I'm going to use my lipstick. I'm going to use a pretty pink color. Again, you can use any color that you have. And bringing it right up to that line. To give your lips a little bit more fullness, definition. Okay, and I'm going to blend that line underneath my lip because I don't want it to look really sharp. I want it to look more natural, so it's really important that you blend. All right, and then for my blush, I'm going to use the same color that I have on my lips. It's a pretty pink color. And then right along my cheekbone, adding this color. And two, let's put some on the eyes, just to brighten it up a little bit. Pinks and purples are all the rage right now because we've come into spring. So get those beautiful colors out. Now, with your blush, again, going right on top of the contour line, bringing that up into the hairline. And remember, you don't need a lot. I mean, I see the younger women bringing that really blushed look. I think for mature women, it can be a little bit too much for us. But again, it's your personal preference. And you know what? Hey, if you like that look, go ahead and do it. Okay, now for the last step, I'm going to use an illuminator. Again, you can choose whichever one you have. And just these 3 little steps here. I like to put it right on the tip of my nose. You can apply it down the center. I'm not going to do that today. And then right above where you applied your blush, make sure you're blending everything. Now, applying just a little bit on the inner corner of your eye. And I mean a little bit because, boy, these are sparkly. And then I like to blend it with the brush so it doesn't look like it's a mistake. Remember, ladies, as we mature, it's all about blending, giving a really natural look so that the makeup isn't settling into our wrinkles. Then another thing you can do is apply a little bit on your Cupid's bow. Again, I'm saying just a tiny bit. You can also put it just on the center of your lip, which is very pretty. Okay, so let's recap. So today we went over contouring and we applied it in 7 different areas on our face: the forehead, eyebrows, eyeshadow for hooded eyes, your cheek area, slimming the nose underneath, lip liner, and then contouring under the chin. Those are the 7 areas where you can apply your contour. So, one more thing. I forgot. Your setting sponge. So you can use any type of setting spray that you may have. Make sure your sponge is wet and damp. Rinse out all the water. Apply your setting spray and then just tap it all over to give you that finished look, and it will settle your makeup. And that's it. I think I'm getting comments. Let me see. I don't have my glasses on. Oh, hi, Pierre. Thank you for watching and subscribing. So, everyone, thank you so much for joining. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. I would love to work with you and become your makeup artist. I'll be making more tutorials on how to apply makeup for mature skin, different looks, different products. I'm experimenting with different brands of makeup. So it's been a lot of fun. Also, too, I'm experimenting with healthy products that you ingest. So my first day today, I'm taking these nootropic mushrooms that are infused with 11 different frequencies. And I am telling you, wow, day one, I really feel it. More clarity, a ton of energy. But I'll keep you posted. I'm doing a 5-day experience, and I will let you know how it goes. All right. Thank you again for joining me. I love all of you. Have a wonderful evening, and I'll see you soon. Bye now.